Goku and Saitama are two of the most iconic figures in anime, yet their stories, powers, and battles are shaped by very different rules. Goku is a character built on progression, always striving to surpass his limits. Meanwhile, Saitama is designed as a satire of the genre, a hero so strong that his battles are devoid of struggle, leaving him bored and existentially dissatisfied. To fully compare their abilities and feats, it's important to examine the highlights of their battles from both their shows and comics, staying true to the source material. Goku's journey began humbly. As a Saiyan raised on Earth, his early feats in Dragon Ball showcased strength far beyond human limits. He could lift massive boulders, leap miles at a single bound, and defeat skilled martial artists with minimal effort. However, his power at this stage was relatively grounded. It wasn't until the Saiyan saga of Dragon Ball Z that Goku's potential truly began to unfold. After training under King Kai, Goku learned the Kaioken technique, which temporarily multiplied his power and speed. Using this against Vegeta, he matched and exceeded the prince's immense strength, though it pushed his body to the brink. The next major leap came during his battle with Frieza on Namek. After witnessing the death of his best friend Krillin, Goku transformed into a Super Saiyan, a form that increased his power 50-fold. In this state, he fought on par with Frieza, a tyrant capable of destroying planets with ease. Despite being outclassed initially, Goku's determination and adaptability allowed him to outlast and overpower Frieza, marking his first step into true cosmic-level power. Goku's strength continued to grow. By the time he fought Cell and Majin Buu, he had unlocked Super Saiyan 2 and Super Saiyan 3, each form exponentially increasing his power. Super Saiyan 3 allowed him to hold his own against Buu, a being capable of tearing apart dimensions, though its energy cost made it unsustainable. These battles highlighted Goku's reliance on strategy and his constant push to improve through intense training. In Dragon Ball Super, Goku's abilities reached godlike levels. After training with Whis, the angelic attendant to Beerus, Goku achieved Super Saiyan God, and later Super Saiyan Blue. Super Saiyan God placed him on a level where he could fight Beerus, whose casual strikes could destroy planets and ripple across the universe. Super Saiyan Blue refined this power, combining the strength of Super Saiyan God with the control and stability of Super Saiyan transformations. Goku's most advanced state, Ultra Instinct, represents a pinnacle of martial arts mastery. First achieved during the Tournament of Power, this form allows Goku to move and fight without conscious thought, reacting perfectly to any threat. In this state, Goku fought Jiren, a mortal stronger than most gods. Their battle shook entire realms, with Goku matching and eventually surpassing Jiren's overwhelming strength through sheer will and instinct. Saitama, in stark contrast, is a character whose power knows no limits. His feats are portrayed as absurdly over-the-top, often defying logic and physics. In One Punch Man, his strength is established early on when he defeats a colossal monster with a single blow, leaving a massive crater in the landscape. This pattern continues throughout his story, with each new opponent failing to challenge him meaningfully. One of Saitama's most notable battles is against Boros, the leader of a galactic invasion force. Boros, a being capable of regenerating from almost any injury and unleashing energy blasts strong enough to destroy planets, is initially confident in his ability to defeat Saitama. However, even at full power, Boros is no match. Saitama counters his ultimate attack, the collapsing star-roaring cannon, with a serious punch that splits the clouds across the entire planet and obliterates Boros. Despite this overwhelming display of strength, Saitama's response is a mix of boredom and disappointment, as the fight failed to provide him with any real challenge. Another major battle occurs in the manga when Saitama faces Cosmic Guru, a version of his rival empowered by the divine entity known as God. Guru's abilities include mastery of every martial art, manipulation of energy, and attacks that distort space and time. Unlike most of Saitama's opponents, Guru forces him to engage more seriously. Over the course of their fight, Saitama adapts to Guru's growing power. Their punches create shockwaves that ripple across the cosmos, and at one point, Saitama becomes so strong that he accidentally punches through time itself, reversing events to prevent further destruction. It takes 5 serious punches to fully defeat Guru, marking one of the rare times Saitama has shown an escalation in effort. When comparing the two, Goku's power is measured, with clear limits and growth over time. His battles are intense and grueling, requiring him to adapt and strategize against enemies of increasing strength. His transformations, such as Ultra Instinct, demonstrate mastery of technique and energy that transcend mortal comprehension. Goku's feats, like fighting Jiren and Beerus, place him firmly in the realm of cosmic power, with battles that affect the universe itself. Saitama's strength, on the other hand, is absolute. His feats, like defeating Boros, splitting the atmosphere with a punch, and traveling faster than light, are portrayed as effortless. Against Cosmic Guru, his punches distorted time and space, feats that place him in the realm of universal or multiversal power. However, these moments are often framed humorously, with Saitama remaining detached and unimpressed by his own abilities. Ultimately, a direct comparison hinges on the rules of their respective universes. In a serious fight within Dragon Ball's narrative framework, Goku's training, strategy, and adaptability might allow him to compete with Saitama initially. But in One Punch Man's satirical universe, Saitama's limitless power would render any opponent, including Goku, irrelevant. Their powers are a reflection of their stories. Goku is a symbol of growth and perseverance, while Saitama is a critique of the very idea of escalating strength in fiction.